International Space Station. Every other day is a vacation. Killer Fifth on PlayStation, keep it in rotation. MC occupation, and hell ice skating. My pen is the greatest. I made the devil's playlist. Fuck all you haters. Fuck y'all, man. Made the devil's playlist. Yeah. You know what it is. Bag life. Yeah. Bag life, Dynasty. Yeah. MVP. DMG. Motherfucker, yeah. I made the devil's playlist. I made the devil's playlist. I made the devil's playlist. Attack your neck, nigga. Yeah. Indie boom.
Yo, what's good? We back, you know what I'm saying? We back up in here, you feel me? About to get it lit once again, you know what I mean? Yo, Monday, you feel me? Monday. We told y'all Monday, we back again Monday. Matter of fact, this is Music Talk Mondays, you feel me? Music Talk Mondays.
Sir.
That's what it's all about. Music Talk Mondays, yo.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on with your Monday? How it start off?
Work. That's about it. Shit, work. How about you?
Same here, putting in work. You know what I mean?
Same shit.
I'm up here fucking around with a song. You know what I mean? Testing the old equipment out. You know what I'm saying? Getting back into the swing of things. And yeah, you know, basically, I wanted to follow up from last week. You know, I had been thinking about that, how to put that together. And yeah, so here we are.
Hey man. Told y'all we'd be back next week. As you can see, we kept the promise.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? She'll be in for another interesting episode with the Brody. You know what I mean? You know, we keep it primarily about music as much as possible, you know what I mean? So
Hell yeah. Hey, listen, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, if you're an artist out here on the independent level, right? Like I said, we ain't trying to sell you a dream and be like, yo, go get signed. You gotta do this to get signed. That's not what this is about. We not trying to get you signed. We trying to get you to be independent, stay independent, you know what I'm saying, and enjoy the journey of independence. You feel me? Because in the long run, you control your own destiny. You know what I mean? So music, if that's what you do, that's a part of your journey. It's a part of your destiny. So you might as well control it. You hear me? That's the way that works.
That's definitely the way it works, you know what I mean? And that don't nothing really go unnoticed, you know what I'm saying? Putting in that work is where it gets you the most notoriety, you know what I mean? But you got to stay consistent with it. Got to be willing to put in that work, willing to put in that time, because shit don't happen every night. I mean, yeah, shit don't happen overnight, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you got a goal or you trying to pursue some shit, man, you got to get up, get to it. That shit ain't going to come to you.
Like we told y'all last week, you need a budget. So we told you how to get the budget. You understand what I'm saying? So the easy, fast way to invest in yourself if you have the credentials to do so. But outside of that, this segment, you know what I'm saying, we're going to talk about selling yourself to the public. You feel me? It's like you pushing your music. How do you look when you pushing your music? Is your shit all together? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you look like you struggling, or do you look like you got something going on? Are you covering all your bases? You know what I'm saying? Do you have a .com? You know what I mean? Do you have your own website, period? You know what I mean? Is your social media on point? Are you actually utilizing your social media the way it's supposed to be used in terms of, let's say, niche marketing, knowing who you're pushing your music to? Or are you just making music, right? And then just hoping somebody like it? Because you
Mm.
have to push it into a direction where people want it. You know what I mean? So what makes your shit magnetic? You know what I mean? Why would somebody be attracted to what you do?
You gotta you gotta give you gotta basically perform like it's your last. You gotta give it your all. You know what I mean? Like what I mean by that is you you already know that you stamped in with the music shit for real, and that this is the path that you want to take. So you got to utilize everything that's given to you, your resources, and all of that, because that play a major a role in like getting yourself out there. I mean, other than you putting yourself out there, advertisement, whatever the way that you see, what I'm saying, it's just shit don't come to you for real. You gotta get your ass up and go grab that.
Facts. You gotta grind, yo. And that's what it's all about. Like you gotta put yourself out there. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
So if you're not doing stuff to let people know what you're doing, and I don't mean necessarily like just advertising your music. It's like it's a lifestyle. So when people see that you're serious about what you're doing, it comes off better. You know what I'm saying? So it's just more obtainable as far as for other people to see that you're serious about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's tangible, like they can see and touch and feel what you're doing. You know what I mean? So that's what
It's a
you want.
movement. It's a
You know what I
movement
mean?
at the end of the day. You know what I'm
Movement.
saying?
Oh
Like
yeah.
you gotta know how to branch yourself out there and shit. Like you gotta know the ins and outs. Shit, like a lot of this shit that people don't know is that this shit take time. Like
Facts.
it's you could be waiting years till you get your shot. You feel me? Like, but at the end of the day though, you got the proof on your end. You've been putting in that work and shit. You got the catalog to show it. You know what I'm saying? And that's all you really need for real shit to back you up. The motherfucker come to you and be like, yo, you got this or you got that. Oh, brother, you missing out. I got a whole catalog. Check this out. You know what I mean? Like,
Facts. Yo, you gotta like look, you can't just rely like I'm gonna keep saying this. You just can't rely on digital shit. You have to have something tangible. Like for example, see, like let's not even deal with the music part. Let's just say you want somebody to understand your movement. You want them to know that you have a movement, a t-shirt, a hoodie. Those things are good as well, just as good as music. And if you have a t-shirt or a hoodie and you put your music with it, hey, that's a win-win. That means that you have
mm,
fans. You want people to rock your shit. You want people to wear your movement. You feel me? So at the end of the
mm,
day, like we got the villain movement, we got the BMG movement. So it's like we gonna brand everything. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make sure that so many people have it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we don't look for the fame of it all. It's the movement, meaning like it could be underground, which we are underground. It don't have to be known mainstream wise, is what I'm saying. So it's like when you look at as far as for like let's just say back in the day, I don't know how many people familiar with MOP, Mash Out Posse, right?
mm.
So Billy Dan's Lil Fame, I'm sorry. So when they came out with this song called How About Some Hardcore, right? The whole crowd of the dudes that's dealing with MOP, it was just a sea of black and white MOP shirts, black t-shirts with MOP on the front. That shit look hard as a
Right.
bitch. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it made it magnetic because not only did you hear the music, but you got caught up in the moment because you actually saw the music. Like it's like MOP is that's the music, right? That's the guys that's performing it. But now you see the shirts. So you see a movement, you see a whole bunch of dudes in the background and females and shit like that with MOP on. You like,
Right.
damn, that's a heavy ass fan base right there, right? That's inside their set. That's inside their clique, right? But when we see it on the other side, we might want the MOP shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like Wu-Tang,
Right.
same difference. You feel me? Niggas want that shirt. Niggas had to have that. Anything with a W on, niggas had to have it. So we getting into what type of brand are you putting out? You know what I'm saying? How does your logo look? Do you have a logo? Stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh look, it's like I said, it's a lot that goes into it. This shit is not just pen and paper. You know what I'm saying? It's a strategy to it. It's how you strategize your strategic elements, which you put together and shit like that to broadcast yourself, put yourself out there. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's a movement. So with that being said, it's already a lot to come with it. And if you take music and shit serious like we do, you know the culture behind it, you know the statistics already. It shouldn't even be told to you. Don't even have to be told to you because you already know how this should go. But you know what I'm saying? Like invest in yourself at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Put your shit out there.
Yo, look at this. Yo, look at this. Look at this. This is what I mean by branding without even spitting the music or whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? Putting the music out or whatever. This is a form of branding. I'm a type of person that don't believe in no ghostwriters and shit. So I'm gonna come out with little shirts and shit that's gonna say stuff like this.
I write my own shit.
You know what I'm saying? But that's a prototype. You know what I'm saying? It's a prototype.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like the other one I had, your album is trash. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how the movement is. Like we coming through, let niggas know. Like ain't nothing personal, nigga, but your shit garbage. Like what?
Yeah. I mean, nah, for real though, because a lot of
you
people
know what I
don't
mean?
appreciate that shit. You feel me? A lot of people don't appreciate the art of it and the culture. Again, a lot of people don't understand that shit and what it really means to people like us that really value hip hop and the ins and out of hip hop. We like damn near pioneers in the eye. You feel me? So it's like
that's facts right there.
you gotta stand for and if you know that your shit is trash, nigga.
Hold up. Now listen, we gonna get into this, man. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Four best music marketing ideas for independent artists, right? 2024, what have you, right? So this is guy's name. It's the Dorian Group, yo. You know what I'm saying? Group 82. Dorian Group 82. Like, share, subscribe to his channel. You know what I mean? His brother deals with marketing, right? So here we go.
My name is Dorian from Group82University.com, and right here I'm going to talk to you about the 4 best music marketing ideas for independent artists. No fluff, we get right to it. The first music marketing idea that every single independent artist needs to be doing in some capacity is you need to be posting content every day with your branding. I don't care what platform it is. It could be YouTube, it could be Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. Yes, y'all know I always talk about Pornhub. You go to Pornhub, Anchor. I don't care what it is.
Hold up, wait a minute. You see how he said Pornhub? Now watch this. I said in one of our shows before, right? I was like, when it comes to like breaking music down into sections, the shit that most female rap artists do is pornography, right? It's porn rap, yo. You know what I'm saying? So why not market your shit to porn? The porn demographic. You understand what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they go hand in hand, especially with what they saying. So it's like, market your shit that way. That way you don't have nobody complain about what you do per se, but you just keep it in that category. And like he just said, Pornhub. Yo.
Yeah.
It's It's real out here, son. So I'm just being real with you. It's just like, yo, said it, Pornhub, yo. All right, let me get back into what the brother got to say, but I nailed it.
It is. You need to be posting content every single day with your branding. Unless you are somebody out here who writes their own music, who produces their own music, who mixes their own music, who masters their own music, and can make their own beats, you need to be putting out content every day because you can't put out songs every day. If you can do all those things, there's no reason for you not to be putting out songs every day, because that's the best branding you have as an independent artist is your music. But when you post content every single day, this is what happens. These social media platforms, they need content so they can put ads on it so they can make money. The more content that you put out, the more ads they're going to put in your videos and the more money that you make. It's that simple. They're going to push the videos that work. You can say whatever you want inside these videos. So if your videos are full of your branding, that's going to put you in a position where every time your video gets seen all over the world through Instagram's algorithm, YouTube's algorithm, TikTok's algorithm, they're also going to see your company and see your brand. Every single video of mine either says Group A2 Music, Group A2 Media, or Group A2 University.
Now, I want to point out, you know what I'm saying, what he's saying as far as for like how he's saying group 8, you know what I'm saying, group this, group that, or whatever, right? That's uniformity right there. Every time you put something out, you want it to be uniform to where it's like when people see that, they equate that with you. You know what I mean? So it's like once that happens, like he said, the algorithm and all that, once the algorithm gets used to you and be like, oh, he ain't playing, they start pushing your shit. So if you putting shit out every day, the next thing you know, it's bound to happen because you have so much data. You understand what I'm saying now? So you gotta push and push and push until you have so much data that you hit a threshold, and now you opened up into the world of the internet, you know what I mean, fully.
Right.
That's how virality starts or whatever, you feel me? So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you really got to think about it. If you don't push anything online, this is just like I said, this is just online. You can't really expect too much. You know what I mean?
Right.
All right, so let me let him go again. All right.
Why? Because I'm branding. This is free marketing. I'm sorry, it's not free. YouTube pays me to do this. Instagram pays me to do this. TikTok pays me to do this. So not only is it great for my brand and great for marketing, I get paid to do it too. This is essential and the most important step for anybody who wants to market their music. That's why in my class, How to Market Your Music on Social Media, it's the first game. We talk about how to find your target audience. We talk about the difference between cold audiences, warm audiences, and hot audiences, because you have to understand the content that they want and what's going to make them eventually buy. So make sure you are posting every single day on these platforms, because I'm telling you, that's what's changed my life.
See, it's the algorithm. The algorithm is God, yo.
The shit that we've been saying, though. The shit that we've been saying.
Yeah.
Because look, the way the shit works, bro. You're speaking on algorithm and stuff like that. The way the algorithm works, the more shit that you putting out, the more chances of, you know, your shit being pushed harder. You know what I mean? Like, you say you post a video every day. That's cool, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, though, I feel like as long as you consistent with it and you keep doing it, whether you do this shit every day, every 2 days, every 3 days, that shit don't really matter at the end of the day, as long as you doing it. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you on that. Yep.
Got multiple videos or multiple whatever it is that you're trying to brand and shit like that, or you trying to market, long as you keep that shit going, even if it's, say, you put out a song, some shit like that, and for, let's just say, for the first couple of months, all you doing is advertising that song. Anything that you do, you got that song advertised, whether it's you making a video and you got the song playing in the background, whether it's you bumping this shit, but, you know, like, whatever the case may be, that's part of the algorithm. The more you put your shit out there, the more likely you are to attract new audiences, new people that branch onto your shit. That's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? The everyday shit is cool. Don't get me wrong, but I don't feel like it's necessarily needed. It's more so as long as you consistent with it and you got shit going and the algorithm is flowing, bro, you straight. You set.
Yeah, I agree. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, it's a thing of oversaturating yourself. You can really
Right.
oversaturate yourself. So it's
Right.
like, and then you can undersaturate yourself. So it's like
Yeah.
you got to find that pocket. But once again, that's finding your audience, though. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So hold up, wait a minute. Let him get this all. Them.
Second music marketing idea for independent artists that all of you need to be doing, because this thing is starting to burn out, is to get on Spotify playlists for free. This is
Hold up, wait a minute. Now, how do you feel about that?
Now I will say, I got a homeboy that like is a Spotify guru and shit, right? And the shit that so he be fucking with my songs and shit like that. I send him songs and shit and ask for his opinion on them, see how he shit. Because first of all, the type of person I am, I don't like to have the same shit. You know what I'm saying? I like to branch into different areas. I don't want to sound the same. I want to have different shit. So, I'll be sending my shit to people for approval, but I sent it to my man and shit. And the first thing he said was, "Yeah, you need to get your shit on Spotify." He said the majority of places or companies that push Spotify shit, even if it ain't just like a target for them, but just having that shit in the background is huge. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, a lot of people prefer Spotify over a lot of streaming shit. Like they would prefer that shit over Apple Music, they prefer that shit over YouTube streaming. Like Spotify is a big deal, don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? But at the same time though, I feel like it's a streaming platform like any other streaming platform. You feel me? It's no different. Like you still play your shit, you get your algorithm going. Shit'll come eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like you pushing for Spotify, and there's other shit out there that you can get. Like you got Audio Mac,
All
Apple
right.
Music. Like it's
You know
other
we
shit out there.
audio Mac. We stay with the Mac, yo.
Right? Like it's other shit out there that you can push. The point is not having your shit on Spotify. The point is, like he said, for the first step, is to push your shit. Like push the algorithm, bro. Being consistent, having your shit branded, however you do so. That's what bring in the streams and shit like that. The more you do it, the more you get listeners that be like, "Oh, I fuck with this. Where do I find that shit at?" You know what I'm saying? And that's what attracted people. I don't think necessarily it matters where you put it at. It's how you move about it.
You know what? Now, see, he's promoting a playlist, Spotify playlist. All right, cool. I'm a strong believer in this, and this is what a lot of people don't do.
But
Whatever platforms you on that have some type of paid advertisement, like for business pages and shit like that, I don't see many artists actually really indulging in that type of shit. And the ones that do are the ones that actually really prosper. You feel me? But there's a line between that shit, you know what I'm saying, and being let's just say they say you're using bots.
yeah,
And I've heard that people have got on these Spotify playlists, I'm sorry, and their shit just got taken down. And they said that their shit was botted, but they was like, "I'm on your playlist." Like, what are you talking about? So, and then
I
there's
feel
another
like
thing. Oh, go ahead.
I feel like what works for him, like he's pushing Spotify. You know what I'm saying? But you also got to take into account that there's other people that also take music and shit serious and want to be heard and shit. Spotify is the only thing that you got to put yourself on. You know what I'm saying? There's other shit that you can put yourself on. At the end of the day, it don't matter what the fuck you can just be on plain Facebook. If you advertising your shit and branding your shit like you supposed to, it don't matter how you do it, where you do it, when you do it, as long as you doing it to the point where the algorithm of whatever you. It's all streaming at the end of the day. So
Mhm.
to the point where you get to the algorithm, like you play this shit so much now, it's just being pushed more and more because it's so much. It's like a system overload in a way. You know what I
Fact.
mean? Like the more you keep pushing shit out, damn, like the more they be like, well, we getting flooded with this and let's push this out more and shit. It was serious. You know what I mean? Like so.
Mhm.
I
All
definitely
right.
fuck with the idea of, you know, using a streaming service to put yourself out there. But at the end of the day, what works for one person may not work for the next.
That's true. You know what? Hold up. Let me get him on. Let me let him get this off.
That's how I
Bang.
got this plaque. This is how I started making money from my music. Getting on Spotify playlists changed the game for me because it gave me attention. It gave me fans. My music was getting heard by millions of people. And I started getting these accomplishments that made people realize I knew what I was talking about. Inside my class, I saved this to the end, how to get on Spotify playlists for free. But I completely walk you through the exact process on how to pitch to Spotify playlists. I walk you through on how to spot if a playlist is real versus a playlist is fake. I walk through how long I think this is going to last. I walk through how much you should actually pay for playlists. I'll walk through how the entire playlisting game and system works. As of right now, on September 22nd, 2021, you can still get on Spotify playlists. It ain't like it used to be, but you can still crack in. You can still get in it for free. But it's a lot of work. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't want to do that, which is why we offer playlist services at group82music.com. There are other companies out there that do this as well. You have to pay for those. Make sure you know the playlist is legit or not. If you want to know if the playlist is
And mind you, I want to say something real quick. You see, it says 2024, but he said in 2021. So
Yeah.
this information is still good to know, but at the same time, I will always say still exercise certain things at your own caution and do things that you're relaxed with. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't feel like Spotify is for you, then evidently don't really rock with Spotify. But if that's what you want to do, then, you know, I would say take advantages of the bundles that they have, but make sure that they're official Spotify packages and bundles or whatever. You feel me? So, yeah.
But that's what anything, though.
Mm-hmm.
Anything is you got to watch out for certain shit. You got to, but, you know, see, I know, like, people be saying like they got these deals and shit like that to help you, or these classes and shit like that to help you, blah blah blah. You asking motherfuckers to pay to learn some shit that they could figure out on their own. Like I could go on fucking Google and learn how to do this shit honestly, like fucking Safari, and figure out how to move a certain way and how to branch out. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, to the people that be trying to advertise their shit out to get motherfuckers to pay to learn shit that you could literally sit and learn on your own, I never really rock with that. Because, yeah, you might know what you're talking about. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? And this shit might work. Not doubting nothing you say, you feel me? You got the shit in the background to prove it. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's you. That's how you got your start. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit that you did to get you where you at. Does not mean that the next person to do that and it'll work. You could go about doing it and do all the steps right and still don't get your shit heard. Like
this, that is so true. That's true. I just want to add on to what you're saying. I'm gonna let you finish your point. My fault, because
no.
It's like you could do all that, and let's just say you just doing it within your little community, your circle or whatever, right?
Yeah.
We already know how that go, bro. It don't matter.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It just don't matter because people go, like, for example, I was talking to my brother, right? And I was like, I know certain people listen to my music, but the thing is, they won't hit the like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not that it bothers me or anything, but I just be like, I just see the difference in some of my social media versus people I know and versus people I don't know.
Right.
So it's like you can kind of like see how success could be determined for an individual once they know that demographic. You feel me? Because it's like I already know what it is over here.
Yeah.
But I just keep posting. But over here, they loving that shit. Like they letting me know, like, yo, yeah, keep doing your thing. No doubt, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. They purchase things and all that. But on the other side, they just give me the streams and shit. But
Yeah.
then, you know,
Which
if
is
I get
still,
the
I
streams,
mean, you still benefit, you know what I'm saying? Just
yeah,
getting the streams and shit, don't get me wrong, because like I said, the algorithm for most shit is views. Views is what gets your shit, you know what I'm saying, out there. The more views you got, you know what I'm saying, that's where the revenue comes in. It's like shit for like YouTube. That's how that shit playing a part. Like when you start up a YouTube channel and shit like that, they'll tell you like, yeah, once you get, I think like 1,000 something, like 1,000 views or some shit like that, then you can start getting ads and shit like that in your videos, start making revenue and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, they'll put you forefront, but if you want to take this shit serious, you want to really kick it out a notch and invest in some shit that in the long run pays dividends. You know what I'm saying? You got to get to a certain milestone first. Once you get to that point, that's more like oh yeah, you serious about this shit, blah, blah, blah. Well, we can take it to the next step and so forth and so forth. You know what I mean? So it's like, but at the same time, though, people got to get in the habit of knowing that if all fails, it's not the end of the world.
But you know what though? You got places like Rumble. Like I have a Rumble page. I haven't really done all of the things that I need to do to it or whatever. But you can instantly start making money on Rumble fast, bro. And that's no disrespect to YouTube, but I'm just saying the difference. Like you have some people that will solely just rely on YouTube, but you can do the same thing on Rumble. You know what I mean? Twitch, you know what I'm saying? All that, like, you it's different things you can operate on, you know, different platforms and shit. You feel me? So
especially
it's like don't put all
Twitch.
your eggs in one basket. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, especially Twitch. Twitch, most definitely. Like a lot of people, and it's other shit too that like I be watching certain content creators and shit like that, and they say YouTube is good, but YouTube doesn't allow you to be your full self. You know what I mean? So people rely on other shit or like go to other things that allows them to be their 100% self. You know what I'm saying? Because with certain streaming platforms, you got to be censored. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of shit that you say can be, I guess, to the audience, mistaken as some, you know, some threatening or bad shit, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people take it elsewhere and shit because it allows them to be their authentic self. And you know what I mean? If you can be yourself and make money off of it, shit, why not?
But you know what though? But see, that's another thing. You have people out here that feel like in order to sell, they have to duplicate what they already seeing, what's already out. You understand what I'm saying? So it's copy and paste. But hold up, let me let him get his shit off. Bam.
It's legit. Go and get my class right now, how to market your music on social media. In Game 6, I talk about that. But getting on Spotify playlists for free is hands down the most grassroots way for you to get your music heard and for you to start getting paid every single day. So start pitching the playlist. Start finding out the players that are the most popular. Go to artists that are similar like you as far as monthly listeners or how many songs they got out or where they're from or even what they sound like. See what playlists that they're on and then pitch to those similar playlists. Once again, you want to know this entire process? Sign up for our class, How to Market Your Music on Social Media. I dedicate a whole game to this, an entire section, so that way you can really learn how to dominate Spotify. The third music market.
Hold up. The game should be sold and not told. This is the perfect example. But I will say this: I'm not mad at somebody making money for the knowledge that they have. Excuse me, the knowledge that they have or whatever. You feel me? So I'm not really mad at this or anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just yeah, he's been through the trenches. He has the plaque evidently. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I see the iTunes drink behind him too. So he got the Spotify and the iTunes plaque. So I mean, I would most definitely have to say that, if I had to listen to somebody, I would listen to him. I wouldn't say that I would 100% do everything that he says do. You know what I mean? But I know I would listen to him. I would pay attention and take out, the things that I would need. You know what I mean?
very safe for shit like this. This is what you would take notes on. You know what I mean? Like
Fact, bro.
I'm like I said, and no diss to do. You know what I'm saying? Like how you get it is how you get it. You know what I'm saying? You got the shit in the background to prove your point. You know what I'm saying? You know what you're talking about.
Bro.
You know what I mean? So it's like I would never take that away from you. It's just at the same time though, for people like us, we'll take notes. I'll never go against what somebody's saying. You've been through some shit, you know what I'm saying? The trenches.
Yeah, this is like a refresher.
You know, you've started from the bottom and made your way to where you are. So I will never go against your saying or no shit like that.
Right,
It's just
right.
this day and age, things work a lot differently than you know what I'm saying? It's like what you could do in 2021 or 2020, you can't do shit like that now. It's certain things that you got to do. So, you know, I mean, like I said, I wouldn't take nothing away from bro. If you go into this and you actually, you know what I'm saying, pay for this shit and you get the knowledge that shit, so be it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm just saying my personal preference, shit that I could just study up on or, you know what I'm saying, read on my own and shit like that, get the knowledge I'm gonna shit on my own. Cause just because a motherfucker pay you pay a package and shit, and a motherfucker tell you how this and that works, doesn't mean you're gonna get the full understanding of what they're trying to tell you. Like,
that's true, bro. You know what though? That's another thing. It's like people, I don't know, like books versus watching shit. Like you said, you could research it your own self. The library still does exist. And even if you know how to Google, you know what I'm saying, you should be able to Google exactly how to do this. So technically, you don't have to pay for anything. You can literally just go read the shit. But I guess for people that want it, like, you know,
the faster route.
Yeah, the faster route. You know what I'm saying? They'll pay for the information or whatever. But I
mean, go into this knowing that just because it worked for somebody, it doesn't mean that it's gonna work for you. I'm not bashing nobody at all. I'm not bashing nobody. You get it how you get it. But just because he's telling you that shit and he giving you step by step on shit to do, does not mean that it's gonna work for you. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So
I'm gonna let him get number 3, y'all.
The idea that every artist needs to do and every producer needs to do is you need.
You know what nobody talks about when it comes to building a content creator business? That if you're not using a tool like HoneyBook to stay organized,
go live while you're listening to beats. I don't care how you get your beats. I don't care if they're emailed. I don't care if they're on YouTube. I don't care if you have a producer sitting right next to you. I don't care if you're making your own beats. Turn that camera on and go live. You want to turn the comments off? Turn the comments off. You don't want to talk to them? Don't talk to them. But you will be shocked how many people like sitting at home, looking at you, looking at your computer while you listen to music. And what does that do? They're there for the root of the art. They're there from the beginning. They're there the first time you make that funky face when that bass line drops, when that 808 drops. So because of that, they're more connected to the song. So what do you think is going to happen when you drop that song on Spotify? You think they just not going to listen to it? They remember when you made the song. Not only are they going to go listen to it, they're probably going to share it on their social media and tell people I was there when he made the song. And they're probably going to go back to the live video when you made the song to see what the final product ended up being like. You need to include people in the process. Now, some of us might be very secretive about our artistic process. There's things about my artistic process I'm never going to show. So I understand. I get that. But you also got to share some of this too. Because if you want people to listen to your music, they have to actually hear your music. I know that's a foreign concept for a lot of y'all, but that's how it is. So start including them in the process. Ask them if they like that snare. Ask them if they like that kick. Ask them if they like that hat. Ask them if they like that synth. Ask them if they like that sample. You might end up co-producing with some of your fans, send them over a split sheet, send them an IPI number because they gave you some idea that really made the song go to the next level. And now you're making your fans money. What reason they have not to watch your lives now if you're making the money? It's a very simple idea. It doesn't cost you any money. It just costs you to be open and transparent with your community who wants you to win. Why wouldn't you do that? If you want to know a live streaming strategy that actually works and see what I did when I was on Periscope that got me up to like 25,000 followers on there, on Instagram where I'm at 100,000 followers on there, YouTube where I'm at 100,000 subscribers on there, you need to go and buy the class, gain for the class. I got the live streaming strategy where I completely break down everything I do with my live streaming to make sure that it's effective, that it's efficient, that it's smooth, and that it's making me money. So if you somebody that needs guidance on that, or you want to know how to fine tune it to make sure your live streams really pop, go get our How to Market Your Music on Social Media class right now. Click the link below. Now, Before we go into the final music marketing idea for independent artists.
Hold up. Yo, now you see his work. You see his work. You feel me? This is my thing. Okay. You know, yo, like I said, legit like a motherfucker, bro. You know what I mean? Fam, listen, like it's all good. But this is another thing that I think he needs to say, though. And he probably will. But make sure your music is some shit some people want to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then as far as for me letting people hear my beats and shit, I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. You know?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was rocking with it. Don't get me wrong. With the whole
Mhm.
idea of you going live and you having people, you know, feel like that they're right next to you and shit, like connecting with your audience and shit like that. I was rocking
Right.
with that. Don't get me wrong, but
Right.
a lot of people are more private. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people value their work. And they don't want to just, you know, they don't want ears listening to their project. They want to keep shit on the hush, you know what I'm saying? Because when it do drop, you know what I'm saying, they get the attention that it deserves. Much
Mhm.
more rewarding than, you know what I'm saying, giving motherfuckers sneak peeks and shit like that.
Yeah,
It's like,
you know,
okay,
heads
a
up.
perfect example of this shit. A regular celebrity put out a hot ass song, right? I didn't even put out. They making a hot ass song. But motherfuckers go and leak the song out early and shit like that. Now everybody that heard the shit before you dropped it. So you're not getting the same amount of hype that you would have got if you was to wait and put it out at a design date. Now there's nothing wrong with giving people sneak peeks, previews. Certain people like doing that. Me, I wouldn't do that shit. But a lot of people do that. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
when you motherfuckers start leaking a song and shit, it kind of force you like, well, damn. Well, now I need to hurry up and push this shit out and shit before it get old, because motherfuckers already heard it a million times.
Fuck yeah.
It's just like that, just like
Yo.
that.
So you gotta be witty, unpredictable, you gotta be talented, and have natural game. Wu-Tang.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So the thing about it is, if I'm a mysterious person, my movement is mysterious. I drop when I
Yeah.
drop. When I drop it, that's when you know you is out. That's just the way I roll. You know what I mean? But until I drop the music, I do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We do what we do. We have a
Yeah.
conversation, you know what I'm saying, with the peoples, or you know what I'm saying, we do the lives and we put merch out. We do a lot of shit. So it's just like, yeah, I feel you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But once again, still good information, you know what I mean? Because maybe people, like you said, that might be the lane that they want to go in. So yeah, let your shit be heard. Build it with the audience and all that. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, we mysterious over here.
See, and don't get me wrong, because people do that though. People be previewing songs and shit with the on their live, or you know, doing like little leaks of shit of
Mhm.
what's to come. And for the, you know, their audience, keyword their audience, they're hyping that shit up, or they can't wait for it to
Mhm.
drop, blah blah blah. And they'll stick around and wait for the day that it's supposed to drop and shit like that.
Mhm.
Other motherfuckers might not be like that. You know what I'm saying? Which is goes back to what he was saying, connect with your audience. You know what I mean? Like, in a sense like that, your audience really is your biggest supporters. It's really your biggest motivators at the end of the day. Your audience is what push you to the roof. Without your
Damn
audience,
right.
you wouldn't be who you are. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
shout out to all the
So
people that listen to my music. You know what I'm saying? Shit,
shout
shout
out.
out to you. You know what I mean?
Shout out.
Shout
You
out.
know,
You know
it's
what I mean?
like it's like shit, it's like what we doing though, for real. Like how we putting videos out and shit for our channels, you know, every Monday and shit like that.
Mhm.
We have a certain audience that likes shit like that. But it doesn't mean that everyone do.
Well,
But
you know what though? Let me establish this real quick.
mm,
This channel is for people that understand the art, the culture of the art, and want to prosper independently as the art said it should be done. So if you looking, you know what I'm saying, when you get on this channel with a whole lot of wild out shit and all that, and we might have our moments, but it's more informational, and we want you to grow as we growing. We gonna share shit with y'all that we know that works because it's working for us, and we gonna share shit with you that don't work because it didn't work for us. So that's just what it is. That's what this channel is about. So this is our way of helping people grow as we grow. So we not really being, in the limelight as far as for, like he said, like let them hear the beats and all that. We just more knowledge. We want to give you here, we want to give you this. We want to tell you go this direction, and you might not even want to go that direction, but at least we giving you something for nothing. Literally. Y'all deal with the music. That's enough for us, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So you getting all this shit for free.
Because at the end of the day, it's not like we put these videos or songs out and shit like that for our benefit. We do it because we want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, this is shit that we love to do. We like to make music. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to show you why we like to make music. You know what I'm saying? We're going to show you the tricks, the ins and outs, the shit that you wouldn't see, the shit that you should see, and the shit that you never got to see. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, let him go.
Yeah, we got to hear this last one and shit. Here we go.
I told you I got a bonus at the end, so make sure you stay all the way through after I give you this tip so you can get that bonus. The fourth and final tip, best music marketing ideas for independent artists is...
So what if phone flipping, barbering, and teaching Kung Fu...
You got to give away value in exchange for a purchase. What does that mean? People don't buy albums no more. They don't. They can stream. They can watch you on YouTube. They can find your music in so many other ways. Because people don't buy albums anymore, you have to give them a reason to.
Wait a minute. I'm going to let him finish the point because he might say something. Wait a minute.
When I did my True Support campaign, which made me chart #1 on iTunes, I let people buy my album in exchange for getting on our Spotify playlist. So in the second tip of this video, I talked about how to get on Spotify playlist for free. I knew my audience really, really valued that. So I gave them a free playlist placement on the 6 Spotify playlists that we owned if they went and bought the album. It worked. I charted #1 on iTunes. I sold thousands of copies. I made almost $10,000 from my album sales. And now I'm able to do all the other things I want to do and all this YouTube and blah, 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 blah. So you got to figure out a way to get your audience to buy your album by giving them something for free that doesn't cost a lot of time for you. I don't know what to tell you because you got to know your audience. If you did the first idea in this video and you went and bought our class in game 1, then you know your target audience. If you know your target audience, then you know what they value, you know what to give them in exchange of. If you did game 6 of our class, you know how to get on Spotify playlists for free. And so you know the value of what I did and how I was able to chart #1 on iTunes. If you did idea #3 in this video and you went live while you were listening to beats, if you're somebody that left the comments on, you can talk to your audience and they'll start talking to you and you know what they value because you can ask them that. It is your job to know your audience. It's nobody else's job. If you don't know your audience, it's because you don't know how to market your music. And because you don't know how to market your music, that's why you're not having any success. You don't know what to give away, you can't get no sales. Which leads me to the bonus, and I'm glad you waited to the end of this video. If you somebody that watched this video, we doing this right now. Our how to market your music on social media class is $2,000. We got it on sale right now for $1,000. But because you watch this video, you somebody that's really serious about music marketing, and because I'm feeling good this time of year, we're gonna have you get inside the class for only $250. It's called PayPal credit, PayPal Pay in 4. You pay $250. You set the payment plan through PayPal, and now you're gonna learn how to post content every day with your branding. You're gonna learn how to get on Spotify players for free. You're gonna learn how my live streaming strategy really works, and you're absolutely gonna learn how I charted #1 on iTunes because I gave people something in exchange for buying my album. You're gonna learn the systems, you're gonna learn the plugins I use, you're gonna learn everything that I did to make it very efficient so you can replicate exactly what I did so you can have the success of getting millions of streams on Spotify, chart #1 on iTunes, getting verified on these platforms, getting 200,000 followers, and making over $500,000 from your music. You know, for those y'all that watch my content every day, I appreciate you, #1. I think a lot of people think it's talent is what gets you inside the...
Okay. All right. So, yeah. take that down. So we back up ahead. So I'm saying though, to me, now this is just to me. I can modify what he's saying to make it fit, you know what I'm saying, what we want to do. But at the same time, it's like I think that's more of a mainstream thing because he said people don't buy albums. And I do agree with that on one end. But at the same time, it's like, once again, you got to know who you marketing to. The people, the type of music that I do, I know for a fact that I can sell albums. That's not a problem. That's why I sell CDs and I sell flash drives now. So I can get away with an album, right? So that's one way of doing things. But at the same time, it's like Spotify, if you put a whole, if you put a whole album out on Spotify in one song out of that album, say like you put 13 songs out, one song out of that album, that's 1,000. You don't get no revenue. You see what I'm saying? So it's like people are kind of reluctant to put a whole album out sometimes because Spotify won't pay you if all of them are not 1,000 and plus. So is it worth putting out an album? You know what I mean?
It's worth putting out an album when you established, when you got some when you got some shit under your belt. Then you can start branching into doing albums and shit like that. But I feel like, you know what, bro? I feel like what niggas don't do no more is mixtapes. Niggas don't do mixtapes no more. No more mixtapes. At one point in time, you could download Spinrilla or what's the other shit? It was other like apps and shit like that, or you know, I ain't gonna lie, illegal shit that you can get to get access to mixtapes and shit like that. But we not gonna talk. But mixtapes was a big ass thing at one point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mixtapes aren't hitting like that for no more, and it should still, because that's what got a lot of motherfuckers started. Mixtapes.
Yeah, no doubt. I agree 100% with you on that one, because I mean, we put mixtapes out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, like it's the root. You know what I'm saying? So on a mixtape, there's no holds barred on the mixtape. You feel me? Like you can do what you want to do on a mixtape. You feel me? Yeah. So you know, people crazy they not putting out mixtapes, bro. You know what I mean? Need to put out mixtapes. Put out more mixtapes, because that's that live shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not no. I mean, it's a standard with everything, but I'm just saying, like, it's not an industry standard to the point where it's like you got an A&R saying that you can't say this, or you know, the company, the record label saying you can't say that. Like, no, that's put that shit out.
Yeah.
Then that makes people want to buy your album.
Yeah. Because motherfuckers that branch onto your mixtapes and shit like that, like, I want to see what yo got to offer, what more yo got to offer and shit like that. That's why I say in the beginning, hell no, don't start off with no album. You know what I'm saying? Niggas do shit. Like, you start off with small shit, like mixtapes. You know, you throw EPs out there here and there. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get people hyped up and excited for the shit to come. Then when you got your shit a little established, you got the name under your belt a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Then you can start dropping albums and shit like that. Because by then, you should be more of the way of established and shit like that, where you can start making money back for the shit that you put out. You know what I mean? And the biggest thing really is, again, knowing your audience and knowing what your audience like, shit like that. Like, shit like that'll take you far. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. Oh, shit. So, we 54 minutes in. So, basically, it's like this, y'all. If you go and do this shit, you're going to have to learn the business. That's why it's called the music business. Get books, Google, do whatever you have to do to obtain knowledge. So when you do run across, you know, stuff like we just played, it'll be more of a refresher for you, and it'll also be a cosign Or you could say, hey, no, he was wrong for that one because I read this. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, do your due diligence. That way nobody can't get over on your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it boils down to. You want to be, as most business minded as possible, because we all know business is cutthroat. This is hip hop music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's cutthroat. People are not going to try to pay you. They're going to try to get paid off of you, but they're not trying to pay you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? Well, look, I see we 55 minutes in, you know what I'm saying? So, before we go in and get up out of here, the main thing is do your research, man. Do your research. Let that be your homework for real, because I mean, it's a lot of ins and outs to the business for real. And one false move, you could really fuck up everything. And you got to learn how to market yourself, how to advertise your brand, and that comes without saying. That's in more ways than one. You don't have to just rely on music. Again, like you said, making merch, shit like that. You got the flash drive and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like it's more than one way to branch yourself out. But as y'all can see at the bottom, go ahead.
This how we gonna end it. I'm gonna leave everybody with this. Y'all know I like cartoons and all that, but fuck it, I like to have fun. So watch this.
Took a lot of hard work to get here, sitting on my throne. I'm counting me a bag. I got it on my own. I don't owe nobody nothing. I don't owe nobody. Let me stop. This is how I feel, nigga. Counting this money. This shit is ridiculous. All this money I got, and I got to roll my own goddamn Dutchess. Fuck this. I got to, you know what? Serve it! Bro, I got here as fast as I could. You need something, bro? My dude, you let me know. How come I'm not smoking right now? That's the problem, okay? I'm not smoking. Why am I not smoking? You know why I'm not smoking? Because you did not roll the Dutch. That's why I'm not smoking. I got you right now, bro. Mr. Killer Fifth, a.k.a. Born King, or is it the other way around? But I got you, bro. I really got you. The Dutches are cracking, and I got a bong. If you need a bong hit, say fire in the hole, and I'll be there, bro. Okay? That's why you hired me. Oh, shit. I ran out of Dutches at the wrong time. Sure hope the store has some.
It's Friday night, man. We don't have no more Dutches.
Well, since you know it's Friday and you're out of Dutchess, don't you know Fridays are the Dutch days, huh? Do you? I mean, everybody gets high on Friday. I mean, they get high Monday through Sunday or Monday through Monday. But Friday is a staple day of getting high, man. Fuck. I mean, he already told me if he don't roll up, I'm going to get swole up. And you're holding me up. You're doing bad business, man. You're doing bad business. You know what? You just lost a customer. I'm out of here. I got fat bags of skunk. I got white owl blunts, and I'm about to go get lifted. Yes, I'm about to go get lifted. I got myself a 40. I got myself a shorty, and I'm about to go and stick it. I'm about to go and stick it. Where is the fucking servant? Come on with them Dutches, baby. Come on home. Yeah, what I pay you for, nigga? Get me high. It's Friday. I ain't got no job. I'm about to get lifted. Yeah. Killer Fifth, man. I tried everything, bro.